Okay, I am taking one more chapter from your literature textbook. Okay, this is a very famous poem written by Robert Frost. Stopping by woods on a snowy evening. Whose words these are, I think I know. His house is in the village though. He will not see me stopping here to watch his woods fill up with snow. Here, the speaker is driving some kind of horse through the woods. He believes that to whom the forest belongs to, and he also knows that he is living in the village. Speaker knows that, therefore, the owner does not know he has stopped in the woods to watch the snow falling on the woods. My little horse must think in queer to stop without a farmhouse near. Between the woods and frozen lake, the darkest evening of the year. The driver delivers some kind of goods. He claims that his horse probably thinks it is strange for them to stop out in the middle of this forest rather than at a home. Especially it is so dark and cold at that night. So his he claims that his horse probably thinks it is strange to stop there in the middle of the night. He also says that it is the darkest night of the year. He gives his harness bells a shake to ask if there is some mistake. The only other sounds the sweep of easy wind and downy flick. When the horse shaked its harness, the bells jingled on it as if the horse is asking him if the driver has made some kind of mistake in stopping there. Okay, the other and also says that the only other sound other than the jingling of the bells from the horse's harness is the softly blowing wind and the sound of the snowfall. The woods are lovely, dark, and deep. But I have promises to keep, and miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep. At the end, the speaker expresses his strong desire to stay in the dark and silent forest, but he must continue his travel because he is expected to reach a certain place tonight. The fact that the speaker repeats the final line is that he has a long way to go before he can sleep, right? Okay, that's all about the poem. Okay, you have to read it several times, and this is a famous poem written by Robert Frost. What was the theme? On his journey back to home, he stopped in the woods that belonged to someone else, and he's thinking that the woods belongs to someone else, and his house is in the village. Now, he's thinking what he has a strong desire to stay in the forest at that night, but what he have to travel because he had to keep his promises to reach back home, right? Okay, that's all about the poem. Thank you.